Hey there, SkepticalRoot, YouTube TV. This is going to be a thing. As YouTube says, finally, live TV made for you. They will offer streaming ABC, CBS, Fox, NBC, and more. Some of those and more will include FX, Sci-Fi, Oxygen, ESPN, the CW. I'm looking over here at the list in case you're wondering. MSNBC, NBC, CNBC, Nat Geo Wild, Universal, Sprout, Disney Junior, Disney XD, CBS Sports Network, Fox Sports, USA, Bravo, Oxygen, and you can add on Fox Soccer Plus and Showtime. Channels likely to change before releasing in more than selected networks. The preliminary lists available for the services. If I haven't mentioned, which I think I did, 6 accounts, $35 a month. Though I believe I heard you can only stream to 3 of those accounts actively at any one time. Be that as it may, I just want to throw out an I told you so, I guess. My feeling back in September of 2016 when they announced the YouTube Heroes program, and I looked at how the plan was structured, starting with Tier 1, when you get into the program, you earn points by captioning videos. Now, the only time you really need to caption videos is for broadcast television. There's no other requirements for streaming media or anything like that requires captions. So my thought was, if it's only required, and this is in the US and Canada, I'll say, broadcast shows need to be captioned, or I think they either have to be live captioned or they have to be captioned within so long after broadcast for the hearing impaired. My take on that was YouTube wants to get into broadcast TV. And oh, look, I was right. They're getting into broadcast TV. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, no, wait a minute. Hold on. They're not actually broadcasting their own shows. Oh, well, au contraire, because part of their streaming service is going to include YouTube Red Originals. And this is, I have to say that this seems likely. And I haven't seen anything directly which confirms or denies this potential, but just like when you're watching a YouTube video and you get the little things pop up or at the bottom of the screen after a video is done now for suggestions or related content, some of the things that they intend to do with the service will probably be like once you watch a show, let's say, I don't watch any TV anymore. So let's imagine it's 10 years ago and you're watching Smallville. They would link to live chats or hangouts about the episode. They could link to fan sites or fan, theory discussion boards or whatever where, all hosted on YouTube that would link back to that original broadcast. Which all sounds cool. But then again, if they're broadcasting this because you're streaming live TV, they'd probably want to, even though they may not necessarily need to, they'd want to be in compliance with broadcasting standards in the US. Which makes perfect sense if they invented this program where in order to earn points that would allow you to basically act as a community manager, they have you closed caption videos. Now, I'm sure they don't have the time to sit down and close caption all the videos on their own, but hey, let's hire a bunch of people for free with some nebulous potential perk in the future, perhaps, flagging content or something like that. Let's give them a little carrot that we can wave in front of their face. Hey, go caption a bunch of videos, and maybe we'll let you pretend like you can actually flag content. Now, my understanding is that YouTube Heroes has actually begun to release some of these managers. I don't remember what term they're using for the heroes, other than heroes, into the wild to manage content. I have heard stories and rumors, but again, not seen anything that says that they will, like, people who have flagged content in the past and has been sent to review for YouTube to look at those with the high accuracy rates. Like, hey, 9 out of 10 videos that you flagged for insert content violation here were actually content violations, so good job. Those people are now being released to manage content on YouTube. And there have been some issues with that, as far as I understand, with channels being taken down out of the blue or not. And I'm not sure how much of that has to do with YouTube Heroes, or how much of that has to do with just broader YouTube community guidelines. I will say that I've watched some videos of people talking about this stuff, and the language that YouTube is using in response to people whose videos have been flagged is not the same that it has been in the past. They talk about things like, what did they say? Specialists reviewing things for one reason or another. I'm trying to remember who was it. Squatting Erudite. I think I watched a video of his talking about his communication back and forth with YouTube regarding his channel takedown. But the language sounded different from other people who have read their emails back and forth from YouTube. In their communications, it sounded different. So I don't know if this is just who he was talking to, or if this is actually an actual change at YouTube, where some of these specialists are now YouTube heroes who have been engaged with this process. So who knows? But my point is, YouTube TV. I said it. YouTube getting into the TV game, and they're doing it because for the money. I mean, obviously, that's also the reason why they want to clean up their content creators and make things more advertiser friendly, because they want to be able to flag this stuff to attract mainstream broadcast advertisers. They want, GM to decide that it's okay to run their commercials on their channel. And with going in and rebroadcasting CBS, we're looking at regular U.S., I'm assuming U.S., primetime rules for broadcasting. They want the content that they link to be fit all within that standard. And I think that's what they were going with it, and it looks like that's exactly where they're going with it. So I will link the video below that I originally put out below. Go ahead and watch it. Don't ask me what was wrong with my nose, because I don't know. I think it was sunburned. I don't know. I went back and was watching it earlier, and I was like, man, what is wrong with my nose? And I don't remember what happened at the time. So, all right, that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that kind of fun YouTube stuff. And goodbye, and hello, as always.
It doesn't. Mission.